Yo guys, what's up? I got the plays for you guys for NFL Sunday. We got 4 more plays to get into in this video. We're going to try to hopefully turn $100 into over $1,000 with these picks here on NFL Sunday. First, before we get into that, like always, drop a like on this video, guys. Please, it takes 1 second. It's obviously free. It just helps me out a ton on this channel. I post these free picks for you guys every single day, whether it's college football or NFL. And we have been doing very well on the channel recently. I mean, these are just some plays we've hit in the last week. The last NFL day we had was Thursday Night Football, and we cashed right there as well. So make sure to drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel either so you don't miss any of the future videos. Real quick, before we get into those 4 plays though, guys, the main goal on this channel, like always, is to make everyone watching as much money as humanly possible, which is why I nonstop talk about the fact that getting on these apps right here, Parlay, Play, and Chalkboard, is by far the fastest and easiest way to make a ton of money when it comes to sports betting. So basically, it takes 5 minutes to do. All you have to do is go down to the links down below in the description of this video, click those links, download the Parlay, Play, or Chalkboard app right here. When you download these apps, it'll ask you right away if you have a promo code. Just make sure to type in code GHOST before you deposit. As long as you do that, they will give you each a $100 deposit match on each app here, and then Chalkboard will also give you a 0.5 free square. And I'm going to talk about Chalkboard more at the end of this video, but they actually have the best payout on their app today with the exact picks we have. So again, go down to the links down below. It basically does it for you. Click those links, download the apps using code GHOST, and you can get $200 in a free square to start off with. But on top of that, the number one app you have to go get right now is by far and away Sleeper. This is the 3rd day in a row they have done this, but look at the amount of discounts they have dropped. This link for Sleeper is obviously down below in the description as well. You can click this link, same exact situation. You sign up, you download the app, you use promo code GHOST. They will throw $20 in your account right away to bet with before you even deposit. So you don't even have to deposit, and you get a free $20 just by getting on the app with code GHOST. And then when you eventually deposit, they will still give you your $100 deposit match, a 0.5 free square for this game on Sunday, and 3 different payout boosts as well. So make sure to go do this right now if you're deciding on which app to get, if you're not on Sleeper, or even if you're already on Sleeper, but you have friends or family members that aren't on the app already. Make sure everybody you know is on Sleeper. You have to get on Sleeper, especially today, specifically on NFL Sunday, because again, you can get $120 for free, a free square, and 3 payout boosts for this exact NFL Sunday. So make sure to do it, guys. It's the best advice I could possibly give you. All the links to those apps are down below. But again, when you click those links and download those apps using code GHOST, you can get, if you get all the apps, you can get up to $320 for free and a ton of free discounts, promo boosts, free squares. So make sure to go do that. It's the best advice I can give you. But with all that being said, let's hop into the plays today. So like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we got 4 plays. The first play we're going to be getting into is going to be J.K. Dobbins, and we're going to be taking J.K. Dobbins over his rushing yards here with 65.5. The reason we're going to be doing this is he's playing the Giants in this game. There's not a ton I really have to talk about here, because if you follow football all this year, you know the Giants, even though they do have Cam Scatterbo, they have Jackson Dart. They're one of the most fun teams in the league to watch. You know, overall, most likely they're not going to win this game. Vegas is projecting them to lose by, I want to say, 7.5 or 8.5 last time I looked. So I do think Denver is going to be winning probably the whole game, but definitely by the end, 3rd quarter, definitely throughout the 4th quarter, they should be winning this game, and Denver should be running the ball a lot just to kind of run that clock out and waste some time and get the game over with. So when you look at J.K. Dobbins in that kind of situation, in that game script, we can expect him to get probably 15 plus rush attempts in this game. If he ends up getting 15 plus rush attempts in this game, I really like him to go over 65.5 yards. This line in general seems too low to me this year. You can see he's gone over 4 out of these last 5 games, and he's gone over against some pretty solid teams. I mean, the Colts right here, 76, that's solid. The Chargers, 83 right there. So, I mean, he's gone over against some pretty solid teams. So 65.5 just seems too low, especially in a game they should be winning, and he should be getting, again, 15 plus carries. But the one thing I do want to mention is the Giants are, I want to say, the 4th or 5th worst team in the league when it comes to giving up yards per carry. I believe they give up 5.1 yards per carry right now, which is absolutely awful. So if J.K. Dobbins gets 15 plus carries in this game and he's getting about 5 yards a carry, he should go over this line of 65.5. So I like J.K. Dobbins to go over that line right there, especially if they are winning the game. I mean, he could get all the way up to 20 carries in this game if they're winning. That would not be totally surprising. And again, with how bad the Giants' run defense has been this year, I like that play a lot right there for J.K. Dobbins. The next play we're going to be getting into is going to be Jordan Love. And we're going to be taking Jordan Love over his passing yards at 238.5. Now, the one thing I don't necessarily like about this play is obviously Packers versus Cardinals. Packers should be winning this game for most of the game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout or anything like that. They'll probably win by a touchdown. I think the spread right now is 7. But Jordan Love in this game, even though he shouldn't be forced to pass the ball a ton, I do think he's probably going to end up passing the ball a ton anyway, just because Cardinals right now are giving up, I want to say, the third most passing yards per game right now in the entire league. So they give up like 250 plus passing yards every single game. Jordan Love, throughout his career really, but obviously this year as well, I mean, whenever he's playing a defense that's mediocre or bad, he kills them in passing yards and goes over 250 pretty much every game. I mean, Detroit right here, good defense, only 188. Cleveland right here, fantastic defense, only 183. Other than that, 292 against Washington, 337 against Dallas, 260 against Cincinnati. So he's playing another bad team here in Arizona, one of the worst teams in the league with passing defense. It's obviously in an indoor stadium, which is even better for us. So 238 passing yards, I do think he'll go over just because of how bad this Cardinals defense is. Also, the other thing too is Josh Jacobs is banged up in this game. He's questionable right now with an illness and I want to say a calf injury. So I think Josh Jacobs will probably end up playing and probably have a good game, but they shouldn't rely on him as much as they necessarily do. So I think that gives Jordan Love probably 4 or 5 more pass attempts in this game, which obviously, we'll take anything. Anything helps in this situation. So we're taking Jordan Love over 238 passing yards. The third play we got is going to be Jayden Daniels. So we're going to look at Jayden Daniels going up against the Cowboys. And the Cowboys, like I've mentioned, pretty much every video so far this season, is one of really the worst defense in the league when it comes to passing defense. So with that being said, we're going to be taking Jayden Daniels over his longest completion at 33.5 right here. So the reason we're taking longest completion and not his passing yards is just because Washington's so banged up at the wide receiver position. I mean, he doesn't have Terry McLaurin. He doesn't have a couple different guys that have gone down with injury. So they don't have a lot of weapons on the outside. I mean, really his best receiving weapon is Zach Ertz in this game, which obviously isn't great. So that's why we're not taking his over on passing yards. That's the reason we're going with longest completion right here. But regardless of that, I still like his longest completion. I mean, 33.5 against Dallas is just too low with how good of a quarterback Jayden Daniels is. He'll probably have 30 plus pass attempts in this game. Again, like I mentioned, Cowboys' worst pass defense in the league. They have given up a longest completion of 33 or more yards every game except one time this season. So that's 5 out of 6 games so far. They've given up a 34 plus yard catch in every single game. So I do think Jayden Daniels and Washington will do that as well. I mean, whether it's McCaffrey or someone else like that, someone will get it done. I mean, you could see what he's been doing. Not only has Dallas been giving it up pretty much every week, but he's still been hitting it pretty much every week. 36, 34, 50, 37. I mean, last week you didn't have Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin's been hurt for a couple weeks now, and he's still going over his longest completion almost every game. So I like Jayden Daniels to get that longest completion because of how much he's been doing it. I mean, his hit rate's 80% right now he's hitting that, and then Cowboys are giving that up at about 85% a game. So I like that play a lot right there for Jayden Daniels. And then the last play we got real quick is just going to be a kicker. We're going to be taking Michael Badgley over his field goals at 1.5 right here. So we're going to be taking that. And if you look, obviously don't even look at the graph. I mean, he hasn't really been kicking for the Colts the whole year. All you guys need to know with this is the Chargers are giving up the most field goals per game this season. Every single team that has played against them so far has had at least 2, if not 3 field goal attempts and field goal makes every single game against the Chargers. So this game hopefully should be no different. The Colts are averaging like 32 or 33 points a game so far this year. So they score basically the most points in the entire NFL. They have kicked a ton of field goals so far this season. The Chargers are the worst team in the league when it comes to giving up the most field goals. It's in an indoor stadium, obviously. Should be a fun game. Should be kind of a shootout, high-scoring game. So I do think he'll get probably 2 or 3 field goal attempts here and end up getting at least 2 made field goals. And it's against the Chargers, who actually waived him a couple years ago. So You never see a revenge game with the kicker, but who knows? We could see a revenge game with the kicker. So we're going with Badgley over there, over 1.5 field goals. So that's going to be the 4 plays I got for you guys for the games on Sunday. Real quick before we get out of here, I will remind you guys, if you use code GHOST on these apps, you get $100 on Chalkboard, $100 on Parlay Play, and $100 or $120 on Sleeper. So make sure to go do that. But the reason I say that is because right here on Chalkboard, this is basically the exact same play, a little bit different yards here or there. I mean, it's basically overall the exact same play. And they're paying out almost 11x. So obviously Prizepicks right here, if I were to put $10 on this play, it's going to pay out $100. $10 on this play on Chalkboard is going to pay out $110. Obviously, if you bet more money, that's just that, margin's just going to grow and grow with however much money you bet on the play. But I'm telling you guys, Chalkboard has great payouts, and this is the exact same play. You're getting 11x, and on top of that, I mentioned this in one of the last videos, you can cash out on Chalkboard. So if the first 3 plays of your day hits on this slip and you don't want to risk it with the last play, you can cash out and make some money still and don't even have to risk the last play, which is insanely cool. I have not seen that on any other player prop app, so that is literally only on Chalkboard, and it's my favorite thing that any app has. So make sure to go get Chalkboard and these other apps. Again, $100 deposit match and a free score when you use code GHOST on Chalkboard. That link is down below. Parlay Play, same thing. Use code GHOST. The link is down below. $100 for free. And then Sleeper, I don't even know what they're doing. I don't know if someone's going to get fired. This is ridiculous to me. You sign up using code GHOST, $120 of free square and 3 different payout boosts for these games on Sunday. So make sure to go do that. But with all that being said, make sure to drop a like on this video. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. With all that being said, these are the 2 different plays I got for these games on Sunday. This is how I split it up as well. So 2 legs. Hopefully we could cash at least one of these and profit. With all that being said, good luck with all your bets, and I'll catch you in the next video.